I decided, well, I might as well go back to the history of France. I have quite a few of its encyclopedia novels, and I figured, why not do readings instead of the market, since it just wants to destroy me. I decided, what am I at? My stock BP right now is $800. I'll give you a hint that I might have to sell by end of day something to stay out of margin call. So right now I found this, which is it's from John Gifford. Notes, critical, explanatory. It is the history of France from the earliest of times here to the present important era. Now, this particular one, the book I'm holding, is 1791, and the ones I'm finding online are 1792 at the earliest. So I cannot find an online version, so unfortunately I'm going to touch this with my groggy hands. Don't get upset. And no, I don't have special... I do have blue gloves, actually. I could use those, but I don't know. I'm just going to go regular style. I don't believe it's the only once I did check, and there was another one that was in far better condition than this. They wanted $10,000 for it. So I'm not really sure what's going on with well, no, wait, stop. I've got volume 2. What happened to the origins? I want the origins of France. Okay, that's the very first one. So you're going to have to wait. I've got to pause this for a moment. Is there a pause on this? They don't have pause? What's going on? Stop. Hello? Great. I'm back. All right, so now you've got the groggy of my situation. As usual, I'm afraid. And then saying that, yes, I have the origins. Now, this book I could not find. It's all part of the same series. The next one starts with Philip VI, which would be the same book that you're finding in 1792. The same book series, and it goes through all of the kings. Okay, so this one here, I'm just getting 1791 out of the whole group. And we'll start with the preface. And, well, I might have to use a magnifier glass. And sorry, I have to use this on my Zayvra account because they have a no limit on this one in particular. And if I use a brand new account, I only get like 10 minutes or something as an upload, and these are quite long, so I don't think that would be right. Okay, so in an age of science like the present, and note all of these S's are F's, all of the S's, smaller S's are also F's. So there's quite a few words that are a little bit different here in the spelling. It's really Old English. In the age of science, like the present, when the importance of historical knowledge is clearly understood, it becomes needless to expatiate on its peculiar advantages. Numerous are the histories of our own country. Philosophers, men of erudition, men of genius, and men of labour have successfully exerted their talents on a subject that affords ample scope for the demonstration of their respective abilities. The annals of Scotland, Ireland, and Wales have been faithfully delineated. The eastern and western parts of the globe have had their separate historians, scarcely a kingdom or petty state. In the north or south of Europe, but has engaged the intention and attention of some able writer, while France alone has escaped the notice of our English authors. This is my dad's. He was a blind one too, I guess. Anyway, when we consider the very powerful inducements to, that's a toughy one, composition of a history of France, we are naturally led to conclude that the extreme difficulty attending a talk of laborious. Oh my gosh! And they even did that. Oh, a talk so laborious. That was for the dyslexics. It goes FO, meaning so. A task. Oh, I'm sorry. Whoop! That was another one. A task so laborious has alone proved sufficient to prevent the publication of so desirable work. It is undoubtedly true that to an Englishman, no history, if we accept that his own country can prove so highly interesting and inobtrusive as the history of France. It is, indeed, so immediately connected with that of England that an adequate knowledge of the latter cannot possibly be acquired without an intimate acquaintance with the former. Hence, the English historian is frequently compelled to take a cursory view of the situation of affairs in that kingdom. But his view is necessarily so contracted as to prove unsatisfactory to himself and to heighten rather than gratify the curiosity of his readers. It must not be forgotten that a province of France gave a monarch to England, where the laws and language of its conqueror long prevailed, and have, ever since, retained no inconsiderable influence. For ages, our rival in arts, as in arms, to France, are we indebted for numerous improvements of great national utility. Sorry, I might have something binging here. There was a hope I might make money one day. I'll turn off all of those. Okay. Yeah, all of a sudden, where are we? We're trying to get through here. We are at... And so for gratifying curiosity. Oh, it must not be forgotten that a province of France gave a monarch to England. Okay, yes, we would really a province gave a monarch to England, where the laws and language of its conqueror long prevailed. So we're going back there. Our rival in arts is in arms to France. We are indebted for numerous improvements of great national utility. In her annals, we'll say annals, really books, directories, may be discovered the origin of many customs and manners that we still cherish and respect, and to her may be traced many, oh gosh, I'm sorry, Osthost sentiments, oh no, O-S-T, Ostho, I'm not sure what that one is, sentiments, that one might be too Old English, and many of those principles which dignify and distinguish us among the nations of Europe. In short, she may justly be termed gentille incunubila nostrae. Considerations of this magnitude must operate with a resistible force on the inquisitive mind and lead it to explore those copious sources of information that are peculiarly calculated to enlarge the circle of knowledge and give a more liberal and expansive scope to its ideas. In the present history, we mean to give not merely the annals, not merely the annals of the different sovereigns, but those of the nation they governed, to join the names of such heroes as have extended the limits of their country with those of such men of superior genius as have enlightened its understanding. In short, it is our intention to give an impartial account of its victories and its conflicts and conquests, and it really was conquests, and an ample and interesting detail of its manners, its laws, and its customs. The attention bestowed on each particular object will be proportioned to the degree of amusement or instruction which is capable of affording. We shall be careful, however, to notice the commencement of all singular and curious customs, the principles of the Constitution, the true forces, the true sources, and various foundations of the laws, the origin of particular dignities, the institutions of the parliaments, the establishment of universities, the foundation of orders, religious and military, and every discovery in the arts and sciences which has proved of use to society. In short, we may safely affirm that nothing will be neglected that can render the work interesting to the public. Every fact will be accompanied by its principal circumstances, and not anything advanced but on the most unquestionable authority. The Abbé Velay and his learned coadjutors, indisputably the best of all the French historians, we have chosen as our principal guide. So they are guides, actually, the Abbé Velay, a group of them. But in the course of our labours, we shall not fail to profit by the assistance of other eminent writers, and particularly by those various elucidations and explanatory comments to which the newly established liberty of the press, oh, that's a good one, in France has given birth. Independent of these essential advantages which no historian has hitherto enjoyed, the continuation of our work to an era that is pregnant with the most important consequences will render it the only complete and perfect history of France that exists either in our own or in any other language. So he's really proud of this book. He thinks this is it. He's got the best historians, writers from France, from the Abbé Velay, and we also have this, numerous others that have helped. So, and we're going to go on to the origin of France. But before I do that, I'm going to end this, and this will be my first part of the series. That was the preface. I'm going to shut the book, and I'm going to upload this. So if you want the origins of France next, you can click on that one.